I want to tie something back again, and I've been poking you about this, and I don't want to stop yet. Back to the distinction between you and Dawkins. Because I see you as a border figure. You've got one foot in the rationalist, humanist, atheist, empiricist world, firmly planted. But then there's the artist in you, which is a major part of your personality, and obviously a part that's incredibly productive and very well received, and that has an intellectual end as well. That domain, that second domain that you occupy, isn't formalized. The investigation of that isn't formalized as well by the atheist community.
No, you're right.
They lose what's there, and they don't value it properly. And that's a problem. Like with Dawkins, for example, I get letters from lots and lots of people, and lots of them are nihilistic. And because they're nihilistic, they're suicidal. I had a friend, I went for a walk with him the other week, and he was a communist, an atheist when he was a kid. He grew up in Poland, and he had criticized his family for celebrating Christmas because it was irrational. And then he realized at one point, he said, I could kill Christmas and we just have another weekend. That wouldn't actually, right. Yeah. Because there's a magic there that rationalism can destroy. And for reasons...
I have exactly that problem politically with the royal family, which on the face of it is, of course, preposterous, more preposterous even than Christmas and religion is the idea that we still have a royal family. But part of my belief in ceremony and ritual and symbolism is I look at America and I think if only Donald Trump and now Biden, if every week they had to walk up the hill and go into a mansion in Washington and there was Uncle Sam in a top hat and striped trousers, a living embodiment of their nation, more important than they were. That's the key. Uncle Sam is America. The president is a fly-by-night politician voted for by less than half the population. And he has to bow in front of this personification of his country every week. And that personification, Uncle Sam can't tell him what to do. Uncle Sam can't say, no, pass this act and don't pass that act and free these people, give them a pardon. All he can do is say, tell me, young fella, what you done this week. And he'll bow and say, well, Uncle Sam, say, oh, you think that's the right thing for my country? Well, that's what a constitutional monarchy is. And of course it's absurd. But the fact that Churchill and Thatcher and everyone had to bow every week in front of this woman, there's something. And also, empirically, look at the happiest countries in the world. That's all you need do. And they happen to be constitutional monarchies. Norway, Sweden, Benelux, Japan, they're always right up there on the list. Now, it may be that we can't find the causal link between their constitutional monarchy, but it might just be something to do with that. And that's it's a way of answering your question. In the same with religion, is that I can see the absurdities of the claims of many religions, and I can see the history of the wickedness and oppression and suppression, particularly in my own instance, being gay, growing up gay, and there's a long history of religion in particular being intolerant. And to this day, even this Pope Francis, whom I had some hopes for, seems to be beginning to add to an ancient slander and nonsensical attitude towards sexuality, which is extremely annoying. And upsetting, but I kind of, that doesn't mean I throw the whole baby out with the bathwater. I can see, in the same way that I don't believe in Greek mythology. In actual fact, I don't believe that on Olympus Zeus lived there with his wife Hera, but I do believe Hermes and Hera and Zeus live within us. There is a Hermes inside me. There is a trickster, a liar, a joker, a cute, funny side, as well as a harmonic Apollonian and a bestial Dionysian side with his appetitive and addictive and frenzied. And I see the value and the truth in those religious manifestations, those principles, those elements of my character and the character of the human family.